Frank. A 60-minute Vinyasa flow this evening. Please, most importantly, look after your bodies. Make sure you're safe and you're listening to your body. There are one or two things this evening that I haven't done with you before. It's nice to do something slightly differently, so please listen to your body. Make sure you've got a blanket or some warm clothing for the end when you finish your practice. And with that, let's just start. So, with listening and feeling into our bodies, lowering your head, maybe closing your eyes if you choose or not, or just gazing down on the floor. And I'm not going to take you through your body. My instructions are going to be simple. That just for yourself, check in with your body, moving from the toes up to the head. Take some time, check in with the breath. Finding some stillness on your mat. Hands can come now to whatever mudra that you choose. You're going to begin the class with 3 arms. Inhale to prepare. Om. Namaste. Light in me honors the light in you. Enjoy your practice. So slowly your hands can walk forward. Just stretching the spine. Keep the sitting bones anchored down. The lower spine might stretch a little. Ready now, your armpits can start to activate down towards the floor and back towards your hips. And rise up a little bit, walk over to the right side with your hands and stretch the left side of the body. Then slowly to the left. Stretch the right side. Check in that a sitting bone is not rising. Keep your sitting bones down and even. Then slowly drop your hands. Maybe your left elbow gets to the ground. And open up the heart and open up the chest with the right hand coming overhead for a side bend. If the elbow is not getting there, then that's fine too. It can be up. But push into that left hand. Push back into the right side of the body, compressing the left side. Then slowly close the shoulders, draw the right hand down, and then walk the hands all the way over to the right side. The hand lines up with the hip. Push into the hand and open the heart up towards the ceiling. The right hand is pushing into the floor, pushing away from the hip. And then slowly close the left shoulder down, walk back to center, roll over your knees, and find a tabletop. for a cat. Exhale for a cow. Toes are untucked. Already here with the activation and the choice of switching on the big muscles. The hands can start to pull back towards the knees. The knees can pull towards the hands. The top of the toes can push down, lengthening the front of the shins. Take whatever movement you feel. You can continue with cat and cows. Roll into your shoulders, draw your hips back towards your heels. You can take your cat and cow in a wave-like form, just starting to loosen up all the joints. And then tuck your toes, raise your knees, hover them for a little bit, take the spine long, tuck the tailbone, push through the back of the heart end, then downward dog. Walk into it if you need to. If you feel like opening up the hip as the leg goes long, you can open up as the leg goes long. And when you're ready, you find stillness on your mat. Observe the thoughts and let them go. Observe the breath and just keep breathing. Inhale, look up and walk forward slowly to the front of your mat. And when you get to the front, release your head, your neck is long, and forward fold. If you choose, if you feel you need a little bit more on the spine, you can move, sway from side to side. Your hands can be dangling or your hands can be placed on your back. Bend one knee and straighten another knee as you move. And then release. Slowly roll up, vertebra by vertebra. Try and feel every vertebra in the spine. Yes, Linda. Feet hip distance apart. Hands in front of your heart. Tadasana. Making the conscious choice of activating the big muscles, shift the weight to the balls of the feet, calves switch on. Heels draw towards one another but don't move, inner thighs switch on. Draw your kneecaps up for your quads. Bend your knees and try and straighten at the same time for your hamstrings to switch on. Deep belly breath. And exhale, let the belly slowly and naturally fall back towards the spine, don't pull it. Shoulders are forward for pecs, armpits are down for lats. Biceps engage, and try and straighten the elbow for triceps to engage. Fingers push towards one another, watch for buckled fingers, try and keep all the fingers the same, inner and outer hands, forearms inner and outer are active. Choose your level and then slowly release. Back to the palms come together. Rise up high onto your toes. Fingers can move, shoulders can move, head and neck can move. Your tongue can move, your saliva in your mouth. And slowly lower your heels and roll down towards the floor. Thumb and index finger, large intestine meridian, bend the knees and round up the spine slowly and stop halfway. Then shift the weight onto your toes from challenge of balance. And then slowly start to keep rising the head and the heart and the spine up all the way. Back of the palms come together. Now traction the spine. Exhale, lower the heels, elbows come in, forward fold. Arms come out towards the side. Start to rise up through the back of the palm center. Then shift the weight onto the balls of the feet. Lower to the fetal body. And then rise up a little bit more. Sitting bones are tucking. And keep rising. Back of the palms come together. Traction the spine. Heels plant, cactus arms. Sitting bone comes forward to the front of your mat, and then lower the palms down. Draw the palms to just above the hips, and then draw the elbows forward to the front of your mat, and then draw them back. Back bending the spine, and then rounding the spine as the elbows come forward. Back bend the spine, last one forward. Draw those elbows towards one another so the elbows can touch and extend through the spine. Arms come out, arms come in. Inhale, your arms dive forward and your fingers interlace. And turn your palms away from you and shift. Make sure the weight's on the balls of your foot. Push through the back of your heart center. Inhale, rise it up, still keep the interlace. Draw the shoulders high. Then slowly, heels plant. Sit down, hands go back. Interlace the fingers the other way, palms towards one another. Now draw your shoulders back, more over your hips. And now shift your weight onto the balls of your feet. Can you go lower without shifting forward with the chest? Without dumping into joints. Slowly inhale, rise up, let it go, back of the palms come together. Traction the spine. Second one, cactus. Weights on the balls of the feet. Calves are active, inner thighs are active, hamstrings are active. Hands come down. Hands draw to your hips. And the elbows come forward. Elbows come apart. And forward to the front. And forward to the back. Hands leave the hips. Feel the articulation of the shoulder. And inhale, drive the hands forward. Turn the fingers, palms away from you. Push through the back of the heart center. Then inhale, traction the spine up. Really open the shoulders. Bring the hands back behind the head if you can. But watch for arching into the spine. Keep the lower tailbone long. And then slowly come down, hands go back. Swap the pinky on the drop top, draw the collarbones low. Sit down as low as what you're going, without this drop of the chest forward. Keep the chest drawn back, then raise up onto the toes. Slowly lower down some more. If you have it, if your knees are okay, then slowly rise up, back of the palms. Feel the shift of energy. And integrate the hands, palms pointing up towards the roof. And slowly lower the heels. Really get into the shoulders to find the height. And then Bend over towards your left side, I'm mirroring you. And keep that extension. And if your neck's okay, you'll look up. If you really want to, you can shift the weight over onto the right foot. Or you can keep the hips square. Find what feels good in your body. Then inhale, draw it up. Exhale, take it over to the other side. Shift the weight if you're shifting the weight in the feet. Shoulders may be starting to feel it now a little. Then rise up. Lower the heels down. Take some length and twist over to the left side. The right hip may come forward. You can allow it, and then gently encourage it back. Slowly release. Find some length, and then take it to the other side. Back to center. Release. Roll down. Forward fold all the way down. Inhale, roll up. Vertebra by vertebra. Taking your time. There's no rush. Shrug your shoulders as you get up. And draw arms down. Single-legged Vinyasa. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left leg comes high. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, extend it. Floosh the foot. So we're not flexing, we're not pointing. It's an in between a flex and a point. Drawing blood into the toes. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, take half a squat. Shift your weight. Inhale, draw it up. Heart meridian gesture with the hands. And exhale, extend it out. That thigh, should I say, is rolling out. So the foot is turning out. And think of doing a sit-up. Inhale, bring it back in. Draw it high. Put it down. Shift the weight to the right foot. Hips stay square. Inhale. Thumb and index finger. Check in with your breath. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, put it down. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, extend it. Loose that foot. Engage the glute of the left leg. Don't let you dump into the joints. Really activate in the glute. Inhale, draw it back in. Exhale, put it down. The weight is on your right foot. Draw your left foot in, draw it up. Now be careful here. Watch first as I go. You're going to bend forward. And you're going to keep pulling the knee into the chest. And when you're at a half forward fold, you'll push the knee away into the hands. So you'll really feel the lower spine start to traction and lengthen. So don't go too much on this one. And then slowly rise up. Draw the knee as high as you can. Draw the spine as long as you can. Let go of the knee and put it down. Halfway squat. Shift your weight to the left foot. Draw the right knee up. Hug it in. And start to fold forward. The standing leg is micro bent. When you fold forward, start to push the knee into the hands. Feel the lengthening in the lower spine. Don't overdo it. So back off if it's too much. Then slowly rise up. Draw the knee up. Let go. Can you hold the knee there? Exhale. Put it down. Inhale. Shift your weight to your right foot. Left leg comes up and twist over the front. Extend the arms, draw the left ear from the shoulder, right ear from the shoulder, and then extend the foot. If you go in it can stay bent, and the left hand can be on the sacrum. Really taking the twist. Slowly release. Good down. Inhale, swap sides. Hold the movement with control. Belly button, lower ribs, chest. Left ear from left shoulder. Slowly release. Come back. Take it down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Your hands on your shins, the palms push into the shins, drawing the spine long, lengthening and traction it. Exhale, plant your hands. Shift your weight onto the right foot, left heel starts up, draw it up, raise the knee up. Slowly with control, start to extend the foot. Check in with the right hip, keep drawing it back to the left corner. Extend energy through the ball of the raised leg. Then slowly, with control, lower it down. Walk the right foot forward, your hands up. Raise the left hip up first, level with the lunge. Now drop the heavy body weights. Hips, heart, head. The right sitting bone drawing towards the right heel. The left sitting bone drawing towards the left heel. All the while, drawing the spine long. Watch them tightening in front of the body, which will then draw around and listen to the spine. Then inhale, raise up a little bit, and walk the foot under your heart, under your throat. Find the position that works for you. The ankle doesn't collapse, the ankle stays strong. And then lower down, bending the elbows. Maybe you can move the hip a little bit. Right hip, feel it. Then push into your hands, rise up, and walk the foot over and turn onto the left side of your leg and lower the hip down. Now listen carefully here. Push into your right hand. You can walk this right foot back as much as you need to. Bring weight into your right hand and turn your left arm to frame the front of your mat. Then take your right hand long and now start to close your shoulders. Go slowly. Nice, giving yourself that beautiful spinal adjustment. Slowly release it. The right hand goes under the right leg. Take it under, bend it. Now you can rest the leg on the elbow. If you want more, you push into the left elbow, raise the hips and extend the leg. Slowly, with control, come back. Find your left hand back to somewhere in the left corner. The right hand goes over and reach it down towards your left ankle. In half Vashisthasana, press and take your half Vashisthasana. Left hand, the elbow is micro bent. Hopefully you all got that. And draw the length into the right side. My back's going to come to you. Thread the hand through. Your feet start to turn. Skandasana feet. And you're going to keep going. And when you get to your left leg, you're going to drop your head down almost to a humble warrior with Skandasana feet. Hold it. And take it over to the front of your mat. Your left leg stays long. Almost like a humble warrior. Then inhale, slowly rise the chest up. Center yourself. Your hands you can take as you whatever movement you want into the wrist. As we move, allow the heel to drag you and fling you across to the front. Last one to the back. And as you come to the front this time, you step it in, step the back foot in for 45 degrees. The left arm goes up. Bend the elbow. Make a fist. The right arm goes forward. The shoulder rolls in and down. The hand goes back. And make a fist. You can bend at the front leg if you need to. Okay, keep the spine long to start. 10 side stretch pose. Drawing left elbow off the back of your head. Resist the urge to interlace the fingers and go into joints. The right shoulder is pulling back up towards the skin. Pull length into the side body. Release the hands. Place them on the forward floor if you need to. Step back for crescent lunge release. Make a wider lunge if you can. If you can't, it's fine. Then rise up for a crescent lunge. Pull your elbows in. Don't squeeze too much yet. First, front foot pushes down, back foot pushes back. Now as you squeeze your elbows, draw the forearms towards the ceiling, starting a back bend, but any niggles on the lower spine and don't go so far, come out of it. Listen to your body. Then extend your arms high and look up. Slowly, hands come down through the heart. Airplane lunge. And start to shift that back foot in. For your warrior 3, the right hip goes to the back leg corner. Extend the energy in the sole of the foot. And if you go in there, standing splits. One left hand to the floor, right hand to the calf. Or if you've got the balance, both hands to the calf. Look back up at that foot to the sky. You come out of your warrior 3 when you're ready. Otherwise, you hold it to build the strength. Slowly, if you can, you rise up. Back to your warrior 3. Slowly the foot comes down. Palms back, the palms together, rise up. Everybody, shoulders open. Shoulders closed, rounding the spine, hands land. Right foot steps back. Use your knees if you need to. Shoulders come forward first. Spine is long, tailbones touch. Lower down. If you've got a block, those who have done my class before, your block, your book, your Tupperware container goes onto your buttocks. 10 toes push down. Otherwise, interlace the thumbs. You get grade 1, blocks, grade 4. Palms push towards one another. Shoulders rise up towards the ceiling. Watch your shoulders rounding down. Make sure there's no tension in the neck. Watch for the thumb wanting to creep under the block. Everybody release. Hands come under the shoulders. Tuck the toes, raise the knees. Bring your focus to the area in the belly, between the pubic bone and the belly button. Push up. And use your knees obviously if you need to. Tuck the chin. Hips go high, downward dog. Gripping with your fingers. Pull the lower ribs in, push to the heart center. Energy shifting over the top of the buttocks, down the back of the legs, towards the heels. If your heels are flat, squeeze the heels towards one another. Feel the change in the thighs, inner thighs with that. Squeeze the heels apart from one another. Feel that. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or hop. All the way to the front. Half a minute, arms high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shift your weight to your right foot. The left foot, sorry, to your left foot. The right foot squeezes in, knee goes high. Pull the knee high, square the hips. Slowly with control, extend that foot out. Left sitting bone drawing back to the right corner. Slowly, the foot lands at the back. Walk the left foot out and forward. Watch that right hip. I always have a tendency to drop it. Draw it up, draw the hips square. Then the hands go wide, then bend the elbows. No tension in the neck. The neck can move. Draw the left sitting bone towards the left heel and vice versa. Draw the right sitting bone towards the right heel. Lengthen the spine. Inhale, push up. Walk the foot under the heart or the throat. Change your hand position if you need to. Keep that ankle, I want to say locked, but you know what I mean, hopefully, and lower down. Move the hips, especially the left hip. And inhale, press up. Right hand goes somewhere towards the right corner of your mat. Find the space. And you turn over onto the side of the right leg. The left knee is drawing down towards the foot. Press into your right hand, your left hand, your right arm comes to the front of your wrist. Then inhale, draw that left hand long, and close and turn your shoulders down. Be gentle with yourself. I know this feels so lovely. Be aware of your body. Slowly come out of it. The left hand goes under the leg. Bend, adjust the right arm if you need to. And then you can either just rest the back of the leg on the left elbow and straighten the leg. Or you can push into the right arm, raise the right hips, and really extend. Breathing. Slowly come back. Place the foot back. Adjust. Right hand somewhere near the right corner. Left hand goes over and reaches down for that foot. Right elbow is micro bent. In half Vashisthasana. Take it up. Palm is to the sky or over the top. Right elbow is micro bent. And slowly thread the left hand through, turn on the feet, and keep turning, adjust your feet as you need to. You're in Skandasana feet, but it's a humble warrior towards the back of your mat. And slowly to the front, humble it again. To the back, you can come higher now. almost. We just flow and keep flowing from one side effortlessly without dumping into the joints. With your breath. Last one to the back. And as we come to the front, step the back foot in. Your right arm goes high, square the hips. Bend the elbow. Left arm comes forward, rotate the shoulder in. Then take it back. Then take it up. Make a fist. Micro bend in the standing leg and the front leg. Long spine. Don't rush to get down there. Enjoy the pose. If you're halfway there, you're in the pose. If you're all the way down there, you're in the pose. Feels different in different parts. Enjoy all of it. Feel all of it. Release the hands. Walk the back foot out. Crescent lunge. Round the spine. Arms go up. Front foot pushes down and pushes away. Back foot pushes down and pushes back. Then the elbows come in and squeeze. Tuck the tailbone. Really, really over tuck it because we're going to draw the forearms towards the ceiling and back. Draw length into the spine. Take it as a long spine. And then straighten the arms. You can look up, keep a long neck. Then slowly, hands come down the heart. Arms extend back. Right hip, left hip to right corner. Find your warrior three. If you go into standing lunge, standing splits. Both into calf if you can, if you have the balance. Otherwise, right hand to the floor. Tuck the chin. Look back at the raised foot. Slowly coming out, warrior three. Eyes up. And slowly take it back. Foot lands softly, gently, no jolting the spine. Arms rise up. Arms go wide, long spine, tailbone. Shoulders roll in, round the spine. Left foot steps back. Use knees if you need to. Shoulders go forward first. In fact, if you want, untuck the toes for an aeroplane. Slowly lower down. Pause, shoulders in line with elbows. All the way down. Find the strength. Elbows come forward. Elbows draw towards the hips. Hips draw towards the elbows. Push the 10 toes down. Raise the knees. Then raise the elbows. You feel it in the lower spine. Either drop the elbows or tuck the tailbone more, the pubic bone more to the ground. Pull yourself forward. Head comes down. Hands go under the shoulders. Breathe in to that area between the belly and the pubic bone. And push up. Push to the heart. Down. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step, hop to the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Draw length into your side ribs. Watch for toes coming too forward, so draw the toes back. Check in with your tailbone, tuck it more, untuck it. Feel that difference in your body. Then your right leg steps behind your left, behind and to the side. We squeeze the inner thighs and we start to sit low. And we turn to the left. The belly button begins the journey. Then the lower ribs, then the chest, and then maybe the elbow finds a knee. The right hand can plant or you stand prayer. Your right hand leads you out of it, your hips square, and your foot goes back. Your right hand goes back, your left hand goes forward for dancer. But don't hold the ankle. Take the hand towards it, use muscular strength. Now hold it, now fetch it. I'll slowly kick into it. Make sure the hips are square. Last breath. Slowly come out of it. Feel what's happening in the hip. Swap the hands. Draw the ankles above the knee. You're either going to sit down and stay and pray, or you're going for Kalavasana prayer, or you'll take Vinyasa. So if you're not going for Kalavasana, that's too much. You'll step out and you'll take a crow. Those going for Kalavasana, the right foot wraps the left shoulder. Bend forward, the back foot starts to go back. Maybe that's where you stay. Putting weight into the wrist. Otherwise the hips are going high. You're raising the foot all the way up. Pushing through the back of the heart center. Elbows drawing in towards one another. Slowly, wherever you are, come out the way you can. Good down. Other side. Check. Hold on a second. It's what? Couldn't see who did what there. So let's just release the wrist before we go to the other side. So with your squatting, you can dump into joints, or you can raise up. Make a fist down on top, pour the water. Lift the junk. Square it, open, close. Flick your fingers. Keep going. And shake side to side. Shake up and down. And shake. Vinyasa. Second side. Don't just move. Don't be eager to get there. Check in that tailbone first. Long spine. Sit down. Left leg steps back. Drop low, squeeze. Twist. Feel the twist. Elbow to knee if possible. Stay and pray. Draw your left hip out. Left hand goes down. Right hand goes up or over the top. Right shoulder pulling back. Then inhale, rise up. Left hand goes back. Right hand comes forward. Don't hold the foot. Just going to swap sides. So don't hold the foot. Raise the knee. Now hold the ankle. Now start to kick slowly with control. Standing leg is micro bent. Then release. Slowly. Control. Feel the hip. Swap the hands. Draw the ankle to the knee. Same on the other side. Vinyasa, Ugalavasana. Take your choice. Watch. Tilting to the side. Your body's going to adjust. Try and keep it square. Come down long spine. You might just forward fold and straighten into the right leg. That's okay. Keep bending and left foot wraps and pulls on the shoulder. You might just come onto the back toes. Slowly come out of it. Where you went in. Raise the knee high. Step it down. Shake the legs out. Loosen the wrists. Stay standing. If you do the arm balance, back of the palms together. It's not about straightening the arms. It's about feeling a wrist stretch. Swap it. And slowly forward fold. Sit your buttocks down. Take your legs forward. Draw your left leg in and draw it in. Your left shoulder comes forward. Maybe it can reach the toe. Right hand comes to that ankle. And try and get that knee clasping as high up on the shoulder as possible. Turning it at an angle to you. So your left leg is on top. And then you're going to shift your weight. And you're going to raise your buttocks. And if that's really, really easy for you, you'll hover the right leg. And then you'll take it over the top on your own space. Then you'll start to bend the elbows for Astabhakrasana. And slowly you'll come back out of it the way you went into it and put it down. Swapping sides. The left leg is forward. Draw the spine long. Right arm goes forward, reach it. Draw it, take that elbow through and under. Your left hand comes to your ankle. Really draw that shoulder back if you can. So if you're sitting there, so engage by pulling it back. Now drop it and clamp it. Then your hands come next to your hips and you rise up. And if you're going further, and if you need to come out of it, take a break, hold it there, and do another one. Your heel can even stand. Otherwise, left leg goes on top. Start to bend at the elbows for 8 angle pose. And slowly, see, come out of it the way you came in. Sit with a long spine. Draw your right leg forward. Draw the left foot in so the foot can push down and pull towards the sitting bones. And if you need your hands, place your hands, watch your shoulders, and raise the right leg over it. You don't need the hands, that's fine, but watch for this dumping in the spine. Think of a boat, except we're just hovering one leg. Left foot is down and pulling forward. Keep drawing length, energy up. If you really want to punish yourself, then your arms can go up. Slowly release it down. Swap the legs. Right foot comes in. Equal weight on both sitting bones. My right foot pushes down and pulls. I'm really lengthening the spine. Although I've got a very round spine, I'm lengthening. And the foot raises 20 centimeters off the ground. Energy is going through the ball of the foot. Your hands can be there to support you if you need. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Lower it down. Take both your feet out. Now, let that round into the spine that I wanted to happen, especially the lower spine. Not so much on the really the lower spine. Round it down. Roll down, hands support you under your knees. Roll down all the way down. Onto your back. Tuck your knees in. And squeeze. Rock from side to side if that helps with any spinal release if you need it. Otherwise, just pull it in. Then inhale, raise your head, raise your shoulders. If that's really easy for you, keep squeezing the knees in and the arms away to the side. That's really easy. You'll open the knees, the hands go up, and you'll do a Vinyasa. Choose your medicine, choose your poison. Five more breaths. And slowly release again. The feet plant. Make sure the heels are just out of reach of your fingers. Your arms go wide in a T-junction. Flatten your lower spine, draw it long. Squash a strawberry under that spine so you can't fit a hand under. Then inhale, start to rise the hips up. Palms come together in front of our eyes. Draw the shoulder tips towards one another. Check in, there's no way to move. It's all back of the shoulders. Your heads very, very lightly touching. Knees are squeezing towards one another. And you're rounding the spine. Slowly release, come down. As hands come to the side of the body, arms push down, really pushing down so hard with the palms, your triceps start to burn. Again, lengthen the lower spine, then rise up, bridge, tradition. If you've got the space and you want to, your shoulders walk under. You don't want your glutes to engage, you want them to engage but not so class solid and that they're doing all the work. Spread that work over your whole body. Lengthen the spine. Think of drawing each vertebra along. Maybe in your mind's eye, run through them. Slowly lower down. Preparing for shoulder stand. If you don't want to do shoulder stand, if you're worrying about shoulder stand, then your hands will come next. You might want to put a little towel under your buttocks just for a little bit of support, feel how that feels. And you've either got your legs up in the air, your legs bend the knees a little bit. Otherwise, you're going into shoulder stand. Please watch me talk you through it first before you go if you're not familiar with it. So draw your knees into your chest. Push down into the palms, raise the buttocks off the ground. Keep drawing the knees in over towards the shoulders until there's a point where your hands can get under your buttocks and support. You get your elbows in and get your buttocks higher. Long spine, you don't look sideways. Then you raise your legs up. And most of the weight is on your elbows and in your hands. Might be a little bit tough on the wrists if you're not used to it. And if you are going further, you'll walk with the hands up your back. Big toes touching. Draining the blood from our feet. So we're rushing down into our organs. At the same time, our organs are out of the helps them perform in our body. The soft tissues in our body, the organs form these little pockets that they sit in and they fit in. When you invert, the organs drop out of it. It's not just about feet in the air. There's a purpose. You obviously come out of it whenever you choose, but otherwise the right leg goes down, keep the left leg on. The foot doesn't have to touch the floor. And slowly, if you're in half shoulder stand, you slowly roll it down. I'm talking to those who are in full shoulder stand. Then the left leg comes down. And swap. Don't make it about doing. Feel it. Feel what's happening in the body as you swap legs. Then both feet come down for plow. Take whatever hand variation you choose. Then when you're ready, slowly roll out, vertebra by vertebra. Keeping the knees as close to the chest the whole way out as you roll out. When your feet do eventually hit the mat, you can drop your knees from side to side if you need any more spinal release. Otherwise, you're setting up and preparing for your Shavasana. Your heels roll in, your toes roll out, back of the palms on the floor. Draw length into the back of the neck, raise the head, draw the neck back and long, place the head down. Closing your eyes, letting go of your practice. You have as much time as you need in the Shavasana in the safety of your home. Please take your time, come out of it quietly, come out of it gently. Stay safe, stay well, until we next meet. Namaste.